We already know it. Every one of us wanted to move out of our house, right? Like we just wanted our own space, our own privacy, and all these things. But nobody really talks about the reality of living away from home. To begin with, my entire life I've been living with my parents, like with my siblings. We used to do everything as a family. Like we used to literally do everything together. So I actually really wanted to move out because I wanted to learn things and understand how it is to be independent. I really wanted to move out from a really young age, and I grew up watching all these Westerners moving out for college, like decorating their dorm room, decorating their apartment, like buying stuff. I grew up watching all these things, and I myself wanted to do all these things. But when you see such things on the internet, it's so simple and easy, but no one really talks about the reality of moving in, being independent, being hyper independent, doing things on your own, the loneliness that you feel. Oh my god, nobody has thought. I mean, like, since I started going through it on my own, I realized, oh my god, this is crazy. I never wanted to do any of this. Yeah, crazy. My story goes like this. At the age of 19, I moved out for college, and I moved out to a hostel. So the first year, I did not have homesickness. I didn't even care. All I was really happy with my newfound independence. I was like floating like a butterfly because it was new. Even though hostel had like certain restriction, I was like, take a chill pill. I don't give a shit. Because for me, being able to hang out with my friends, go shopping, enjoy my weekends, like I'm not accountable to anything or anyone. I don't have to let anyone know that, oh my god, I'm going out with my friends. I cannot, like, none of these things matter because I was just on my own, like going and coming. Obviously, this hostel had its own restriction, like you cannot go out after a certain time. It really didn't matter to me because anyways, I come back before the curfew. For me, I never felt like, oh, I am away from home. Oh, I don't have my mom with me. And living in a hostel, we really didn't have to worry about any bills. There was no responsibility. I didn't really have to cook. So it was like all chill pill. Like, except the fact that sometimes I didn't like hostel food, but I used to order every single day, like every day for dinner I used to order. It really didn't hit me as I thought. So first year of college in that hostel was amazing. All I had to do was just adjust a little bit in with that washroom. I have a problem with washrooms. I cannot use every washroom. Like in my house, I can only use one washroom. Like I only use one washroom from my own house. So imagine me adjusting in a different place. So it was really hard. That was hard, but I was adjusting. I didn't mind. I was just like, this newfound freedom was taking all over my head. So that's what happened the first year. Then after a year, it hit me like a truck. Like the homesickness. I started missing the cuisine that I grew up eating. Like I used to not like it when I was at home. Like I didn't even give a shit like whatever my mom makes, and I used to complain like, oh my god, every day you're making the same thing, I don't want to eat it. That's how I was. And then all of a sudden I'm missing all those things. Like, oh my god, I wish I had my mom's food. Oh my god, I wish I had this specific dish. Oh my god, I wish I had patil. Oh my god, I wish I had puttu. I was like, everything came crashing down. I was homesick the second year. Forget the freedom, forget friends and everything. I was missing home. I was missing my siblings. I was missing home. I was like, wait a minute, this is not what I want. I was missing every single thing. I was missing the air of my hometown. That was the level of homesickness that got me. And every time I used to, like, every weekend comes, I started running. Like I used to like run, but I used to not go every week because my best friend, she's from Northeast, and obviously she cannot go home and whenever I leave, she feels alone. So I was like, okay, maybe, I have to be there for my friend. And also, whenever I go home and come back, I used to be depressed for a week straight. I used to sit like this. And I will be thinking about the next time that I get to go home. So this is what happened the second year. And then the third year came by, and I decided to move out of the hostel and find a new freedom. But that was the most humbling thing that ever took place in my life. Like, this whole college situation in itself was really humbling, but me moving out of hostel was another humbling thing. Like, I've never felt this lonely in my life. I've never felt like, oh my god, too much responsibility. Like, not only I have to cook, I have to clean, I have to manage all the bills, pay the electricity bill, pay the rent, pay this, pay that. I was like, bro. And most of all, it's not, forget about all the bills and every kind of things. Buying groceries, okay? I never knew groceries were this expensive. And on top of it, where I stay, I cannot get everything. So I have to take a 30 minutes public transportation, that to bus, go to the city, get my groceries, like heavy groceries, sit in that bus again, come back. I was like, then I realized, that's when you realize, okay, how privileged you are to stay at your home and use your parents' money, use your parents' transport, or like have someone to take care of everything. That is a privilege. Like, you should be blessed and thankful. But I am at the same time very thankful, really thankful, that I get to experience all these different kind of experiences, so that it makes me a better person. So I'm happy in that way. But it's really humbling. It's really humbling. It's not that easy. Taking public transport is the most humbling thing that can ever happen to you. I hate the trains. I hate the bus. Like, please do not take me on any public transportation. I don't like it. I genuinely do not like it. But because of the economic condition that a student goes through, and because of every other element that influences, we have to take the public transport. That is the most, and our public transportation is the most affordable thing. So can't complain. Like, you get what you pay for. In the end, you get what you pay for. So I'm not complaining. I'm just sharing my experience. So if you get offended by any of this, none of my business, none of my problem, okay? I am just sharing my experience. Every experience makes you a good person. So yeah, that was my very humbling experience. Other thing is the type of loneliness that you would feel even if you have 50 million people around you. Like, after moving into this apartment, the first week, I was dying. Like, I was dying. It was too overwhelming. It was so overwhelming that I couldn't process it. And I was like, oh my God, what do I do? I just want my mom. I really wanted my mom. And then reality hit me like a truck, saying that you have to do this on your own. And mind you, I'm not living alone. I have my best friend, and we live together. We do everything together, okay? And whenever we want to speak, we just have like a deep ass conversation. Everything is there, but still you would feel lonely. You would miss home, your siblings, your family. If you have a close relationship with your siblings, you would miss everything about your hometown. Like, when you are there, you might not have given a shit about it, but once you're away from it, you would dream to sniff an air. You're away from your home, you would really wish, oh my God, I wish I could taste the feeling of being at home. All this kind of things happens. But I would definitely 100% recommend anybody who is planning to move out of their city or their hometown to a different country or a different district or a different place, you should 100% do it. It is the most important thing that will happen in your life. It is like a character development arc. Like, it builds you like no one. I have become so self-aware to a point. Anything that changes in my brain, I'm well aware of it. Like even one thought that's in my head, I'm aware. I'm self-aware. I have become the most self-aware person that you will ever see. Like, I'm too self-aware. Sometimes ignorance is bliss, okay? Sometimes not being this self-aware is helpful, but like, what can I do? Like, we have reached to a point where we get to know everything. So as I've said, living away from home, it teaches you a lot of things. It teaches about you. It lets you know about who you are, what you want, and how things work, how everything around you works, and like how to live. Like, you can build basic necessity skills that is required for your own survival. Everything you learn. So I found I honestly hate some part of it, and I honestly really love some part of it. Like, I really love living alone. Sometimes I miss it, I hate it. Everything is like a learning curve, and every day you're learning new things about yourself, how to do things, how to pay bills, how to you learn to adjust. But not everyone learns to adjust. Not everyone is blessed with a really good roommate. You will have a lot of problem once you start living alone. Like, anybody who's staying in a hostel or living very, very far away from home will know what I'm talking about. It's not easy. It's not easy, but you make it happen. You do it anyways, because you know you have, at one point in your life, you have to do this. So some people just breaks in these kind of situations. They also fall into depression. So if someone is going through that, be there for them, make them understand. Just be there for them, not like give solutions. Like, some people doesn't want solution, they just want someone to hear them out. So give them an ear, make them feel comfortable. No matter what, moving out makes you, it grows you as a person. It makes you understand, and it forces you to face life. Like, when I was at home, I didn't really have to think about much, but once I moved out, I had to think about a lot of things: paying my rent, electricity, groceries, managing my life in general, cooking, cleaning, managing studies, everything I had to figure out on my own. It has not been easy, but we're doing it. And as I've mentioned, I would 100% recommend anyone who is in their early 20s to experience this, because this is one hell of an experience, and it's good for you. So I think that's all for today's video. If you have any other specific ideas on how to live with roommates and all, I actually don't know how, because every roommates that I have stayed, they've been really good, like amazing. We're like best friends, and it's because I was really easy to live with. So I am the most unproblematic roommate. So I had no problems with my roommates, and even if I had any problem, we used to talk it out and solve the issue. I would bring it up, like straight up: bro, you didn't do this, bro, this doesn't work, bro, I can't do this, there are certain rules that you have to follow. So yeah, so before you move out, you should definitely make a good prayer that you get a good roommate, so that your life will be little easy along with all these problems that I've mentioned. So if you're someone who is looking to move out and build a life on your own, all the best. I wish you the best. It is going to be amazing. It's going to be hard. You might feel like dying sometimes, but it will get better. No matter what, it will get better, and you will learn a lot. So don't worry. Bye.